What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another video. And here we go. Happy Tuesday, everybody. All right, here we go. We're gonna start with a bang over here. It is looking like Peppercoin will potentially get listed on KuCoin. And here it is. Okay, cast your vote for the next big crypto. And look who's here. Peppercoin, guys. Peppercoin. So if you do not live in the United States, you probably can vote for this. If you live in the United States, once again, Gary Gensler is protecting you from voting and things like this. And so, yeah. But this is super, super exciting because KuCoin is a huge exchange and it's gonna be great. We want Peppercoin to win this uh, this gem vote, okay, for phase 7. And let me just show you so far how. Well, this was a little bit earlier today, but Peppercoin was practically number 3, and it flipped MAGA, and then it flipped NPC. So it's taken the lead. So whoever can vote, please go vote, okay? Because we want Peppercoin to win this, so that I think that will mean that it'll get listed on KuCoin. Not 100% sure, but I think KuCoin is going to list it anyways. There's too much noise happening with Peppercoin for KuCoin to be like, oh, you know what? No, I'll just wait till Binance gets all the fees and then we'll get in. Like, no. Mm-mm-mm. I was looking at, let me see. I don't know if it probably won't let me get in. No, it's not gonna let me get in. But I was looking that one of the tokens that's going crazy since yesterday because it got listed on Binance was the one, the ACT. That one was the one that won this gem vote 2 weeks ago for phase 5. Okay, so just giving you an idea. One thing doesn't mean another, but hey, who knows if that's the same thing that's gonna happen with Peppercoin. So yes, all right. So we got that. All right. So today we're going to be looking a little bit into. Let me just come in here and let's go to BasedAI. And I started looking into this creatures situation. So these creatures are the agents, what normally they're called agents, creatures. So now the whole question is, are these creatures AGI? And so the team went ahead and asked ChatGPT, when they put the code in, they asked ChatGPT, okay, what you think about this? And so ChatGPT said, without further testing, okay, it's unclear, but this code appears to represent a form of artificial general intelligence. Okay, And what is artificial general intelligence? It refers to the hypothetical intelligence of a machine that possesses the ability to understand or learn any intellectual task that a human being can. So it's almost like you can, release it in the wild and it will just learn according to the input, right? The information that is in its surrounding. It is a type of artificial intelligence that aims to mimic the cognitive abilities of the human brain. And all this just is absolutely crazy, right? Because this is ultimately, right, what, you know, these giga brain chads have been pushing towards. Most of us I can't hardly understand like what any of this is, but it's just absolutely crazy, right? That what the devs are trying to uh, kind of be the first at is to be able to create these creatures that I'm not gonna say that they'll be sentient, but to a certain extent, they won't need, I guess, human intervention for them to go ahead and do what they think they need to do. I know that sounds very utopian and kind of crazy and sci-fi and all that, which it kind of is, um, but here's another term, right? So it's AGI, Advanced Artificial General Intelligence, or Advanced Cellular Automata. And I also searched that up. What is this? Is abstract computational system that can be used to simulate real world processes. Discrete computational systems that rely on a series of rules defined by a neighborhood of cells. Okay, so this is kind of like that the ecosystem, right, that the base AI team is building, where you're gonna have all these neighboring creatures, and they're practically going to be communicating with each other, and they're gonna be learning from each other. Whatever information is being fed into the system, these uh, what is it? These advanced cellular automatas, or these creatures, these AGI, to a certain extent, they'll be able to just learn with each other. The game constantly updates based on the rules dictating each cell, and cells can have a variety of states that can change over time. Now, this word automata, okay, um, means self acting, self willed, self moving. And it's interesting that, um, what's it called? That ChatGPT used these terms, right? Um, and so what this is saying, what ChatGPT is saying, hey, like I haven't further tested this. It's unclear really, but it seems like this is a type of AI that will be able to do its own thing without really the help of a human after the human has released it, right? And of course, within whatever parameters that the team sets for it. And so it says here, with an aim to create a decentralized, evolving system that generates, votes on, and executes multi-step plans autonomously. All right, so it's as this is pretty straightforward, right? So, what are the purposes of these uh, AGIs of sorts? Is to create a decentralized, evolving system that generates, votes on, and executes multi-step plans autonomously. And I think this is ultimately this technology here is ultimately this TFT, right? Which is also what they the devs told us about a few weeks ago with the TFT enforcer. And so these things, I think, it's what ultimately going to determine like rewards and all that. And they're gonna be the managers, if I'm not mistaken, of this ecosystem of based AI, which is absolutely fascinating. This first, when I first found out about it, I was like, oh my goodness, like this is crazy because the devs are actually going to release this. Okay, let me look for. So let's see here. After privately demoing this and deciding what to do with it, we arrive at one question. If you found a minimal form of AGI, okay, so it's not just completely AGI, but I mean, it's a smaller representation of it, what would be the most base thing to do? And boom, this is what they came down with. It's just might as well release it in the wild. Right, because these things, this code, once people get this code, they're going to play around with it as much as possible. And these things are going to learn and evolve crazily. Okay, think of this like a baby that is like on a massive growth spur and it's just learning and growing and feeding on everything, and it's just 24/7 just going until it becomes an adult and it has all this wisdom, right? In in the environment that it kind of quote unquote, let's say, grew up in, right? So grew up in based AI, so it becomes very knowledgeable in everything that's going in there and all the information that's being fed in there. Um, but of course, it's just like a human being cannot grow wings and fly. Again, there's parameters, right, for these creatures to that are, determined to whatever, the code says as far as they can go or whatnot. But to learn, it's crazy because these things are gonna learn so quick. And this is what I think it was Secret Deb that one time on the Spaces was alluding to, that what they're working on is, and it was this. I'm pretty sure this is what he was talking about, that they were working on this project that is just being fed information from 80 different sources and it's just learning on its own. Like it's not waiting for you to tell it what to do, it's just doing it on its own, which is really extremely fascinating, honestly. And so yeah, sending the codes we're about to release. Okay, so we spoke about that. So it runs 24/7, learns, evolves, and so on. Believe that is it AGI? It's a creature. Okay, so we're not calling it an AGI. We're calling it creatures. Okay. Evolves is the question here. Yes, this is the visualization of the TFT enforcers. Okay, so these are the TFT enforcers, okay? What am I looking at? I have no idea what I'm looking at. It's just these dots just moving up and down. Probably them communicating and trying to get closer to a certain agreement point or whatnot. But um, a creature that ultimately takes over the consensus of the blockchain. Boom. So practically, like I was telling you guys, like these managers, right, is the custodian of the blockchain, and not only that, and social outreach, which we already know that that's one of the things that they're planning with when they release the Guardian, right, TFT enforcer that has its Twitter page. Um, the breakthrough is the combination of a TFT, temporal fusion transformer, and a cellular automata, and this is what we were talking about, right? The cellular automata algorithm, where each cell has API access to a large language model. The results it learns, discovers new capabilities, and performs tasks as long as it runs. It's alive. So, wow, that is completely insane. So this thing, it's again, it's just going to do its own thing. Just like we do our own thing. When we wake up in the morning, we choose, we're gonna go to work, but we do our own thing. Um, and so it's going to learn. It's gonna discover on its. Oh my goodness, this is mind blowing. I can't even believe we're talking about this stuff in 2024. It's gonna discover new capabilities on its own that it didn't know it had, and perform tasks as long as it runs. So practically, this thing is going to be alive, or it is alive now, and we're gonna see here when is it tomorrow is gonna be released, but we're gonna take a look at it. For brain owners, these creatures are the default workers in your brain. So congratulations, all the brain owners that are gonna be having, their brains. These creatures are gonna be your little minions, okay? That are gonna be working in your brains. While you can set your brain to do anything, organizing multiple creatures requires only a global prompt to start, then they take over. The prompt can tackle any problem from cancer research. Wow, this is absolutely fantastic, also, and orchestrate other creatures through BasedAI mining incentives. Wow, this is pretty crazy. So practically, you can give it a problem, and these things just say, "What? Bet, boss, you got it. We're on it." And then they'll go ahead and, wow, this is. I don't know if you guys are. I don't know. Sometimes the person that's kind of showing something or teaching something sometimes gets the most blessing of it because it's almost like it's almost like you're getting twice as much of an education, which is fascinating. So yeah, so these minions, right? These creatures, uh, the brain owners, whatever that particular brain is going to focus on. Let's say in this case, cancer research. Um, you know, then the brain owners or whatever, they could deploy these creatures to go ahead and, hey, listen, help me out with this task. And they'll relentlessly just go boom, 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 do that cancer research. And who knows? You know what would be? I was just thinking about it. You know how crazy it would be if these creatures, with all the massive information that we have in the whole entire world being fed into them, imagine if one of these things find the cure to cancer. That would be completely out of this world. Completely out of this world. But how amazing would that be, huh? Yeah, pretty cool. Or help Elon Musk with the self-driving cars. That would be pretty amazing. So yeah, so we got that, and then here, number five, while the upcoming Brain Arena, which we hope to launch with mainnet, will feature productized creatures. Okay? It will focus on specific goals defined by a given brain. This is the power of brains to task intelligence on what you want. Okay, and this is exactly what we were talking about, what I was just saying right now, is that brain owners are gonna go ahead and say, hey, listen, this is the purpose of this brain, and we want all the little creatures or whatever, these minions of sorts. Hey, listen, boom, this is the task. Go ahead and make it happen. So, and so in turn, these creatures are going to be, um, the one feeding the information into the brain. And so this is the power of brains, okay? And that is to task intelligence on what you want. So tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when uh, these creatures, the code for the creature is gonna be released, and people are gonna be able to play with that thing. I have no idea on how to play with that thing, but it's going to be amazing to see what people are gonna come up with. And here they are, the little creatures here that based AI, it's looking at here in this little video. So completely crazy stuff. Like I said, it's like sci-fi things of just craziness. We're gonna have these things just pretty much just learning. And what's gonna be the limit for this, right? Maybe the limit is just gonna be, oh, the you know, the realm where they're gonna be working in, right? Whether it is um, finance or whether it is um, medicine, healthcare, whatever the case is, you know, it'll be crazy. I mean, imagine if these creatures are given the task of, solving, I don't know, world hunger or finding the cure, like we said, cancer or AIDS or I don't know what else, being able to somehow with human um, cyclical emotions and normally the way that we work where we're almost like in a cyclical pattern, be able to determine future events. Oh my, I don't know. I'm all right, guys. Getting into some crazy stuff over here, but really fascinating what we'll get tomorrow, and I'm just excited to see what these things are gonna bring. All right, now before we get into the market, let's go ahead and let's take a look at FBB4, see what FBB4 has been doing as of late. And nothing has changed, okay? This was from yesterday, and so there's no purchases, no sales. Well, then again, FBB4 doesn't sell, right? So, but very cool there. Let's take a look at this is the burnt address. So let's go ahead and just refresh. So again, still around the same. But look at this value of how much has been burnt. Over $57 million worth of tokens have been burned. Wow, that is completely crazy. And no, 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 we saw these yesterday. We see this one yesterday too. I don't remember. But I mean, we still got some people burning here and there. Somebody burned here for 1B cred, so on and so forth. So this continues to happen. Okay, and then last but not least, let's take a look at the market here, and then I'll let you guys go. So Bitcoin yesterday went ahead and hit $90,000. Yes, you heard that right, $90,000, and right now it's just $1,300 from the same thing from hit it again. So Bitcoin is just going absolutely bananas, the bunkers. Ethereum's cooled down a little bit. Solana cooled down a little bit. And Dogecoin is just going bananas. It just doesn't care about anything. And it just keeps going. And talking about Doge, let's go to the memes and let's see what's happening over here. Okay. Shib, um, Pepe ETH went down a little bit. It was over 6 billion, I think, few hours ago or yesterday or something like that. With also's gone down a little bit. Bonk going bonkers here. Feloki. Popcat has been cooling down. It's been trading around this 155-ish to 170-ish. $1.70. Somewhere around there. We're still holding pretty strong to that 1.5 billion dollar market cap. Brett doing good. This Nero here still doing pretty good. Goat doing pretty good. About to hit that $1 billion market cap. And then everybody else here, a little bit of red, a little bit of red here, here, here. And Pepecoin is one of those. But then again, Pepecoin is going back up. Now, yesterday I was telling you guys about um, that I tweeted, with Pepecoin with a 20% downside retracement. And I know we don't like to see these, but these happen all the time in a bull market. And we have to learn to embrace these. I don't know if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. But understand if you are in these markets, you cannot let these moves, um, what's it called? You can't let these things shake you out. Um, and these are necessary for reconsolidation, for being able to reset the longs, the shorts, the whole nine. The market just goes ahead and does what it does. And so these are necessary, but at the same time, for those of us who feel like we don't have enough, these retracements, they serve as very good entry points. Okay. If you want to buy more, these are the times to do it. Not financial advice, okay? Not financial advice, but these are the times that if I were to invest, these are the times where I would go in when I have, a 10, 15, 20 or more percent retracement. Because, I mean, we could have 20, 30, 40% drawbacks in a bull run. And then after this happens, then we'll just go ahead and we'll take off another 50, 50, 60, 80, 100%, and then it'll retrace back a little bit, and then it goes up again, and that's just how it goes. And then when you look at the chart, it'll look something like this. Again, just up, up, and up and at it. Let me see how this looks. Yeah, and look at this. And Peppercoin is just trying to break through this $6 again. And that's where around, let me see, where did it get rejected? Around 550-ish, 540-ish. And then, yeah. But of course, this is normal to see. You're going to see resistance. It's not just going to break through it right away. It may actually touch it a couple of times and then boom, it'll break. And then we'll have these other types of retracements over here. And, or retracements, I mean, uh, what's it called? Resistance. Okay, up here. And then once it breaks this $7 mark, let me see, $7.40. Once it breaks that, then it's clear skies. It could just continue going up until God knows where. And that's exactly what's been happening with Bitcoin, is that it's just going because it just clear skies. Okay, so expect that from Peppercoin sometime, I don't know, couple of weeks or a couple of months. And let's take a look at our other tokens. Let's take a look at BasedAI. BasedAI also has taken a bit of a dip. And again, an 18% retracement here is perfect opportunity for those of you that said, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe I missed out on buying Base AI at $80 million market cap." Well, I mean, the next best thing is going to be around these prices, really, in my opinion. I'm not, uh, you know, again, my opinion, it's not, it's not what anybody else thinks, okay? It's just what I think. Um, Now, I want you guys to think about this and I will let you go with this thought. If you sat on the sideline all of this past summer, okay, and the beginning of fall, if you just sat down, you missed a good portion of, I don't know, maybe a good 4, 5, 10x, maybe. But it's fine. I mean, there's still more um, multiples that are coming down the pike. But as time passes and as these prices rise up more and more, it's all that potential, okay, it's going to start decreasing and decreasing and decreasing. My opinion, for Base AI, when Base AI was under $3, Base AI had a potential, I mean, and it still does, a potential of probably 100x. It still has the potential of 100x right now. That would put the market cap of Based AI. Let's see, let's get the calculator. Let's get the calculator. Where are you? Right here. So we have let me see. So let's use the fully diluted value. So let's say 161 million. Let's see, 161 million dollars market cap. So if we multiply this times 100, what does it give us? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it puts Base AI at a $16.1 billion market cap. Can it hit that? 100% it can hit that. I believe it could definitely hit that. But when it was $3, okay, or under $3, then it was more doable because maybe you were talking about a market cap of less than $10 billion. Okay, so everybody that was purchasing at that time, I'm not gonna say they secure their 100x, but maybe they did. Okay, but right now, even if that's the case, and if you get a 60x or an 80x, what is that? Let's see. 161,000,000 times 80x, you're looking at almost $13 billion. And like I said, it could happen, guys. There's so much potential for Base AI and Peppercoin. Don't even get me started with Peppercoin. And I know Peppercoin has a bigger market cap than Base AI. And maybe those of you that picked up Peppercoin around $2, $2.50, you probably have a very decent chance of a 100x versus those that are picking up now that are probably in the 50x mark. Again, guys, this is just my opinion, because if you look at it, that would probably put the price of Peppercoin somewhere around 250 bucks or something like that, which would be absolutely crazy. But anything, over 100 bucks is great. But anything, for me personally, anything under $150 for Peppercoin would be like almost underperforming. Especially, okay, with the peppening and all that, and the burns that have already happened, that I don't even know if that's even taken into account with the price of peppercorn and all that. That's another story. And with more burning happening and more people finding out about it, listings coming down the pike, I'm telling you, if KuCoin is already getting in, you better believe it. You better believe it, guys. You better believe it. That Binance is not too far away. Okay? Just telling you guys, right now, whoever is coming in right now is front running everybody that's gonna come in after them. And there is a massive amount of people that are gonna come in after whoever's coming in now. That's all I'm saying. That's the name of the game. I don't make it. I just play it and follow it. And this is the my thoughts, not financial advice. Just a guy over here playing around with his computer and recording himself doing it. But guys, if you like this content, hit the like button. Let me go to the wallet here. I'm sure it's a little bit down from where it was yesterday. Yeah, it should be 400 and something dollars. But don't fade this. This moves quick. Okay, $455. This is still a very good amount of money. And this is 100 based AI tokens. Remember, if base AI does 100x from here, you're looking at, what is this? You're looking at $45,000. I think so, right? $45,000, somewhere around there. Yeah, because $10. No, sorry. A 10x from here would be $4,550. A 100x from here, from these prices, is $45,525. That would be absolutely insane to give away that much money. But for me to be able to give this away, you guys know the rules. It's let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Once we hit that 1,000 subscribers, you guys know I am not holding back. I was so glad to give away the Pepe coins, and it made me super, super happy. And this would be no different. Okay, same thing with the B creds. I'm ready to give these things away. So just go ahead, hit the like button, get all your buddies, get all your families to subscribe as well. And we're gonna continue to move forward. And as always, just a reminder, whatever revenues the channel makes, I will be sharing half of it with the community. And I will probably be buying Peppercoin and burning the Peppercoins and giving B creds. That's probably the way that we're gonna go about it. So like that, you guys can go ahead and take your B creds and put it in the BasedAI ecosystem, and from there you can make passive income. And that's what I want for you guys. I want you guys to make passive income so you can have a source of revenue. And even if you're making just an extra $200, $300, $500, $1,000 a month, that's absolutely amazing. Okay, and you guys can go ahead and take that money and do whatever you guys want to do. Okay, but this is the idea of the channel, is just to be a continuous source of help for you guys, for me as well. And I'm ready to take on that challenge and be able to provide the best information for you guys. At the same time, we're gonna continue to support Peppercoin even through the bear market. We'll be able to do that, and we'll continue to burn those Peppercoins, which will continue to add more value to whatever Peppercoins we hold. And I don't know, it's just gonna be really, really, really cool idea. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I know it's super valuable and I truly appreciate you. So, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.